We're baking in the sun.
Yeah, we're in a back alleyway before the open mic tonight.
On the asphalt.
We decided to come hang out. We thought it would be a little bit darker by now.
Yeah, forgot about the time change.
Yeah. This is what our public education has done for us.
Very good. Florida. We're Florida boys, man. Right? You're from Florida, right?
No, I'm not from Florida. I'm actually from Georgia originally.
Well,
North Georgia, yeah. Like hillbillies.
yeah.
Like,
okay.
Like my papa used to run moonshine and shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm third generation truck driver.
Okay, that's pretty good. There's worse professions.
But you're from here? Are you from Pensacola?
I mean, I'm from here. My family's from like Kentucky and Louisiana and stuff.
Okay, so I can relate to them.
Yeah,
we're
both good old boys for sure. But no, I was born in Tallahassee and I moved here when I was like 1.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm pretty Pensacola, man. Better watch.
Do you like what's happening to it? There's a lot of updates and stuff.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people, man. That's really
there's a lot of people.
I like all the things, but
98 traffic.
Yeah. No, the traffic. Of course, I didn't start driving. I'm 21, so I didn't start driving until like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, you've been born in this.
So yeah, I don't. Everyone talks. All the older people talk about it, but I'm like, I don't know. I used to have to drive from Perdido to West Florida High School, like in North Pensacola or South or whatever, the exact opposite side of town. I don't know. Public education, man. I don't do the maps, but so like yeah, I was born in the traffic, molded by it.
But you're from out in Perdido.
Yeah, I'm a Perdido boy.
That's nice out there, dude.
We're definitely the best.
You can walk around in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice.
Naked, because there's a lot of swingers.
Dude, there is so many swingers in Pensacola.
It's actually weird.
Yes.
Wasn't one of the old mics before I started at a swinger bar?
At a Days Inn, right? Like right down that way. But I wasn't here for it either. Really? Everyone talks about it.
Everyone says it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it was. Apparently, it was the greatest thing ever. I got here, and when we had Big Top, and then there was another place. There was another place called Rodeo Rock. Zach Van Gestel used to host that one.
Okay,
yeah.
That's on Navy, right? I
think so. Yeah,
I drive by there. I didn't know there was a mic there.
But now it's something else. It's called something else. Whiskey something.
You know what's sad? The first place I ever did stand-up, Whiskey Runners, up on 9 Mile.
They completely.
It doesn't exist.
The whole building's gone.
You know what? It's a Cefco though, and I'm a big Cefco head. I do love their like breakfast sandwiches and stuff. So.
What a perfect location to sell cigarettes! Right there next to the bowling alley.
I mean, for real, dude. We could probably still do a mic there at the Cefco.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, like, we could bring it back.
Yeah, get heckled by bowlers again.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
No, sometimes I do go there and get gas for real, and I'll go get a little snack, and I'm like, damn, dude, it was like the stage was probably right here.
Yeah, what is a lot of good equipment? I wonder what they did with all of it. You know,
it was a big like stage. They could have had big productions there if it wasn't like what it was. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff.
If they just could separate the bar from the stage a little bit more,
right.
You know, like put a wall up, something. I don't know.
Fence.
Put a fence.
Chain link fence inside. That's badass.
Just like a red velvet rope. I don't know, something to separate the bar from the from the area or whatever.
No, that would have made it nice.
They should have went full country and like let all underage drinkers in. Then they would have been like.
Well, there's a couple places in town that do that, and they stay packed.
They do stay packed,
like
and they get busted, and then they're just like, yeah, we'll just pay the fine.
Dude, my girl loves to go to O'Reilly's Uptown on Dollar Drink Night, and bro. It's all like little children. I'm looking around and I'm like, these are high schoolers, bro.
I had a comedian invite me to come hang out because he did like a bingo night there or something, and it was like during this.
Yeah.
And I went out there and I was like, went to go play pool, and I looked around. And I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
No,
I think this is.
Up,
I feel like I'm about to get arrested.
No, I don't like that place because you'll go and it's like they let you in if you're 18 or older, which is like the dumbest thing in the world. It's like.
Do they serve food there?
They don't. I think they have like a food truck outside.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, dude, what's the point of going to O'Reilly's Uptown if you're 18? Like, obviously they're getting drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not hard to get a guy to buy you a drink.
Are you saying we need to let the cops know?
Honestly, dude, yeah, I hate it. I don't like that shit. Fuck Uptown, dude. Not just because I don't want to have to go dancing with my girlfriend anymore. That's definitely not the reason.
Dude, is there dancing there? I thought there was just like a...
She thinks there is. She gets drunk and she dances.
Oh, There's just standing room for the bar.
It's literally just minors standing around waiting to get drinks. Everyone's awkward as hell because they know they shouldn't be there.
I'm serious.
It's a stiff environment. Dude.
It is. It does feel very like everyone's watching exactly how they act. They don't want to do anything crazy. But it is a different world. Like we're in a world where, like, I wonder if I should tell my kid, "Hey, stop acting up in public," because that could live on the internet forever now.
No, seriously, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. People get, like I was saying, like you seemed kind of shocked that like I was against letting minors drink it uptown. Like people think I'm like people get shocked.
I figured
that
you'd
I'm,
be
like,
for the team, but you're kind of like I'm 30 already. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
These damn kids.
The damn kids these days. No, for real, it pisses me off, dude. It makes me sad that there's like, I don't know. I guess I'm being a fag right now. Fuck it, let the kids drink.
I guess, if you care about people and you're like, these kids keep dying or something,
Yeah.
I did get asked if I wanted to buy some I don't know
what that is.
Some snow.
Some what?
Some snow, He asked me if I wanted to go skiing in the summer, and I was just like, I was like, this is here. This is available here. This is nice.
Apparently, Coke's kind of coming back with my generation. I don't know why.
Yeah, but dude, I
thought fentanyl was killing everyone.
That's what I was thinking too.
It's interesting.
I would probably be more tempted to do Coke if there wasn't so much fentanyl everywhere. Like, I'd be like, I'll take a laxative with my cocaine. I don't care. But like, I don't want Fenny.
I would have done that, but dude, I've realized now that like anything I try now, I'm liable to do every day for the rest of my life. Like, I am addicted. Like, I got the gene, bro. Whatever it is. The only reason I'm not an alcoholic is because it literally, like, every time I drink, I get like so sick.
Are you addicted to masturbation yet?
What's that?
Yeah.
I crank my fucking hog. Dude.
Yeah.
I crank the shit out of my
What
hog.
numbers you up to? Are we doing a Wolf of Wall Street?
No, I could. The bad thing is I could do that and it would have no effect on me. I've been at that point in my life, but I don't let myself do that anymore. What I usually do, I wake up first thing in the morning, crank one out. Especially like the lady's gone for work, and so like I have the whole house to myself.
Dude, if I get the house to myself, there's no way I'm not cranking.
He's
one
already
out.
ready to go. And the chances are I was dreaming about something, or maybe I'll crank one out. I usually crank one out first thing in the morning. Gets me out of bed. Gets me up.
I was talking to somebody because I quit drinking, and I was talking to somebody about if they have dreams where they're drinking. Because I've had like dreams where I was full on
drunk.
Just drink it. I was slow sipping whiskey for like two.
That
It felt
nice.
like it was nice
What are you,
in my
lucid
dream,
dreaming? That's
but I
fire.
was drinking them. I was like, "This is so nice. This is really, really nice." And then I was like, I woke up and I was like, "Dude, I'm about to be fucking hung over right now." And I wake up and I'm like, "Oh wow, I'm not."
That's like the best way to drink, actually.
That was the best way to drink, actually.
Dude, learn how to lucid dream and just become an alcoholic while you sleep. Be productive during the day, man.
See, I didn't think I really had that big of a problem. I just was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a break from it just for the money wise.
Right.
And then I had that dream and I was like, you know what? They're coming for us.
We got a fucking helicopter.
We should do a
of?
Vietnam skit right now.
I got nothing, man. Napalm.
You don't know about Vietnam, man? You look like you should know about Vietnam.
I look like my grandpa when he was in Vietnam. I do like looking at pictures of him in Nam because I feel like, I don't know, when I take my shirt off, I look like a guy from the 60s.
Yeah, there was two lotteries back then. Lottery to go and lottery to survive. It was like Hunger Games.
Dude, I can't imagine getting drafted. I don't think I'd do it. I think I'd dodge it.
And then do you like know how we basically caused Vietnam?
Oh, dude. I like Gulf of Tonkin shit?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. I'm deep. I'm deep in the rabbit holes, man.
So not only that, but here's the thing. We have like Vietnam to go off of. We have even in World War II where we cut off Japan's shipping lanes, and we knew they were going to come attack us for that. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
And so we have evidence of where we're like not we don't have the best government.
Right.
And then people are like, you know what? Let's give them more power.
No,
Let's.
no, 100%. I mean, the only reason I'm not that versed on Vietnam is because like there's so much shit that's happened after that that's like mind blowing. Like obviously, like I was 16, 17. I started listening to Rogan when I was like 14, but 16, 17, the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing happened. So really, that's been my like crux. That's been what
That's
I've been
your
on.
That's been your education.
Yeah,
like,
I grew up listening to Tim Dillon talk about Jeffrey Epstein.
Wow.
So like all of that stuff, I don't know. And then you can follow.
Do you feel
that
like
to
a lot of people your age are like this now?
definitely online, cause like don't talk to me until I've had my coffee, man. No, definitely online. I don't know about in real life. It's hard to have conversations with people in real life about this most of the time. Only really in comedy do I find
Well,
people.
Trump won, so
Yeah.
you're allowed to talk again.
Well, it's not that you're not allowed to. People at work love when I'm racist. I say pretty much everything except the N-word. You know, I'll drop it all, but I'm tasteful with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People appreciate
tasteful.
that. But they don't know enough. If I start talking about some Epstein stuff, or if I say the name Ghislaine Maxwell, like that's gonna bomb just because no one even knows.
They haven't dove deep enough.
Care. Like all of our presidents have been fucking kids, and like FDR might have not existed for a couple of years. Like there's shit like that where it's like, okay, dude, like you just don't care. Like
We don't even know if there's gold in our bank,
dude. If people, I don't know. Like obviously I'm an idiot, and I don't have like the best education on it, so I hate to sound like a dumb podcast bro, but you should care enough to at least like try to seek the information out. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I've been nuking my brain with the worst conspiracy podcasts in the world. I won't say the name of it, but holy shit, they have some. I like the host, but he has on guests that are just like, dude.
What's crazy is when everyone calls them people crazy, and then
Well,
like
yeah.
5 years later, it all comes out.
What sucks is like with I'm a big Alex Jones guy. Love Jones. I'll defend him.
Him
till the day
predicting
I die.
9/11 is crazy.
And Epstein in the 90s. He's talking about an island where they're fucking children. Like,
Oh,
it's
I gotta
just-
look that one up.
Dude, you don't know about that? That's the main thing for me is like, no matter what else he did, the fact that he was talking about Epstein by name, like 20 years ago, you got to give him his credit.
And he said the name Osama bin Laden too. He was like, they're gonna blame Osama bin
Right.
Laden.
Right. I have seen that one. I know what you're talking about
Y-
now. That
yeah.
took a second. No, it's just little things like that where it's like, you got to give him his credit.
And the frogs weren't really gay, but they were like
they were
like
transitioning.
turning asexual, saying they were
Yeah.
kind of
They
turning
were
gay.
kind of turning gay.
If he just reworded it a little bit, people were like, you know
That's
what?
the thing is people like him, all these people, they're right like 90, maybe 80, 90% of the time, but when they're wrong, it's like really
That's
bad.
the biggest news of it being wrong.
But
you
they
know?
also get it really wrong.
But
You know
what
I
if
mean?
they're not so wrong? Like people have attempted these things, it just never went anywhere.
Mhm.
You know?
Well, even with the Sandy Hook thing for Jones, it's like he wasn't like saying the whole thing was staged. Like I'm sure there's rants he was on where I don't know. You talk for that long, you're gonna.
There
say
was a
some shit,
lot of
dude.
stuff in that didn't add up, you know, because
And there was with
the
not
weapons and stuff.
And not with like I'm not even trying to say that, because I know people like I'm like 2 degrees separation from a guy that like died in that shooting. Like people
Okay.
died, right?
Yeah, yes.
You know, that's retarded to say people didn't die in the Sandy Hook shooting.
Oh yeah, that's.
However, that's not what anyone was trying to say. So what they did was they hijacked the conspiracy, and they're like, now these people are trying to say that no, the whole thing didn't happen. When in reality, the conspiracy was that like, what was his name? Fuck. I was just listening. What was his
Tim Dillon or
No, the
Joe
guy that did
Alex
the
Jones.
shooting. Whatever. He was
The name of the guy?
You look at the pictures of his room. It looks. Where'd he get the guns? Like it's just weird. Like he's just stuff like that is always weird. Like
Did you see that they've linked?
I probably, we probably
They've
sound like
linked
idiots
school
right now.
shooters together. Like these people were
Yes.
chatting online
And
and
it-
shit like that.
And people, all it takes is one little piece of evidence like that, and for it to allow you to be skeptical. You're allowed to be skeptical. It doesn't. You don't have to have.
But
the
you
whole
get
thing figured
chastised
out.
for even being skeptical.
Yeah.
Like, hey, maybe a kid shouldn't take 72 vaccines by the time they're 5. Maybe we shouldn't take that many. And then people are like,
So you want them to get malaria?
You want them to get malaria?
You want
them
to get measles?
Did you know measles has a 98%
It's fucking
survival
bullshit.
rate?
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, and even the chickenpox vaccine was created just for convenience. There's a chickenpox vaccine where kids don't get chickenpox anymore, but it's literally. I'm sure there's extreme cases for chickenpox where some kid died, but
Of
for
course.
the most part, it is just so parents don't have to take off work for 3 days.
There's a lot of little things like that. But you say anything remotely close to that, and
You're like, you want
you're
people
an
to get
anti-vaxxer.
anthrax.
Yeah, you're a fucking anti-vaxxer, man. Because I'm really not. I don't know. I also just like I like the story of conspiracies too. I understand that sometimes I do get wrapped up in the romanticization of it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like 2 hours deep today in the Beyonce stuff. I'm listening to some schizophrenic lady talk about like so Beyonce is like the queen of the cabal, and then she passed down she was like breaking down this video of her like kissing Christina Aguilera's hand. She's like, this is the occult way of her passing down the crown. Like, I
you
soak
like that?
shit up like a sponge. I'm like a little truffle pig for the worst.
What you know about the Illuminati then?
I know it's black. Jay-Z is probably like the Illuminati seems like a black thing.
It's
you know
just
what I mean?
it's a black KKK.
I think it's a
little
black
bit.
fraternity.
Yeah.
I think it's the highest black fraternity, probably.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
You ever seen the black fraternity?
It does sound like a name from the
Mhm.
90s. We're the Illuminati.
like Wu-Tang shit.
That sounds like a good rap group from the 90s.
Yeah.
The Illuminati.
It sounds like black guys in suits, and that's exactly what Jay-Z is.
It has naughty in it too, so maybe a little sex thing going on.
Sure. No, I think it's like. Have you ever seen the black fraternities at like colleges?
HBCUs.
Yeah, dude, where they chant and dance in the. I'm trying not to be racist. Here. I don't want to say anything that sounds too.
I gotta watch these videos. Well, yeah.
They do. It is kind of ape-like, not because they're black.
My god.
Not because they're black.
I do think about sometimes
it's kind of
when
a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think.
And I'm not just talking about black people. I'm just talking about like ape videos. I do sometimes see when I see like viral fight videos, even if it's white people fighting, I do think of nature videos of apes like interacting with each other. I love like the gorillas like running up like that. And you see like white guys doing this to each other. Like you see people from Boston. People from Boston. You ever seen a short fat guy try to fight? He looks like a gorilla
like
running
Bagel
up.
Boss. Bagel Boss looked like a little gorilla. You ever seen that video? Dude, he's like a little 5-foot guy in a bagel shop, and he's going off on women. He's like, women on Tinder,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm 5 foot, I should die. Looks like a little gibbon, just freaking out, man. Oh, thank you.
I mean, why can't guys just commit to banging fat chicks? You know, like that's
serious,
you
dude.
got to accept your options.
There's certain people where I don't care who you, like. If you're 5 foot flat, you're fucking fat ladies, or you're a twink.
Dude. Or you could find a midget, and people would be like, "This is fine.
True.
This is fine."
That is true. Have you seen the clip of the gay couple, the gay porn couple? But one of them is like 2 feet tall. He's a dwarf, and one of them is like a regular guy, like tall guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love Colton. I love his body. I think his proportions are just so cute. And it's like,
I don't want it to ever be called
it's not 'cause you're
cute
gay, dude.
by my significant other.
Yeah, it's pedophilic. I don't think you should be able to fuck a midget, man.
I don't think you should fuck anything that you think is cute.
Yeah, that is true. That's a good point. Cute's a red flag.
Well, cute is a
Unless
red
you're
flag.
a woman.
You should be hot. Like I want to bang someone that's hot. Someone that's.
They heard we were doing a pod.
It's all right. We're not going that long.
I don't know.
Yeah, this has been good.
I do think
I do think it's God telling us we need Jesus a little
Yeah,
bit.
hey guys, let's clean it up.
Let's clean it up. Stop with all the ape talk.
I created everyone equal,
You ever?
except Indians. What?
Yeah, dude. Indians come here and they may stink up an apartment, but they are successful for sure.
They are definitely successful, but the stink, man.
The curry. Ugh.
They legitimately smell.
Can you pepper spray an Indian person? Does that work?
Just so they'll smell better. It's less offensive to the nose.
No.
Pepper spray.
Yeah, I was thinking if it's any effective at all. Can
Probably
you?
just cancels everything out.
They probably just blow it away. I don't know. Okay. They take their fingers, lick it, but not spicy.
Oh, this is not good, sir. This is too sweet.
I had an Indian teacher for one of my college classes, and like sweetest lady in the world, but she would say like the stereotypical Indian sayings all the time, and it would just set me off.
What are the stereotypical Indian sayings?
Let me tell you something.
Ah!
Let me tell you something. And then she goes, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. And one time she did go like this, just like real
That's
quick.
tough,
She was
dude.
talking about her trip with her family or something, and she just did like a little tick, and I was just
Dude,
like, oh,
that's
so
rough.
cute. And she's been here for like over 20 years.
Yeah, man.
Come
it's
on.
it's in the DNA, I guess, dude.
But
Not in a bad way.
sweet,
I
smart
like
lady,
novels.
engineer, or not engineer, but computer person, yeah, computer engineer.
India, man. I'm trying to. Well, now that you talked about a sweet Indian lady, I don't want to say anything mean about Indians.
There was a comedian. He wasn't a comedian, but he did do a set where he told this story, and he was saying he's an Indian guy, but he was raised in America, and he went out to India to like visit family or something, and he had to get to like something called, it was like Lion Square or something like that, and he was telling the guy, hey man, I need to get to Lion Square, and the guy was like, I don't understand you, man, I don't understand you, man. And he goes, I need to get to Lion Square, and the guy was like, oh, got you.
No, apparently that's a real thing, dude.
Yeah.
If you're in China or something, when you're on a Chinese like tour, like they have like tour guides, they'll tell you like if you're trying to talk to someone, use like an accent, and it helps you. Like it helps them understand you.
A little bit, yeah.
Like,
I went to Italy with a guy, and he kept saying how we got a room in Sicily. We got a room in Sicily, and he was like, hey, let's go to this bar. They have Wi-Fi. He got on Wi-Fi, and he was just on Tinder trying to hook up with somebody
Fire.
in Italy. And I'm not like that. I just want to have fun. I want to
Yeah.
go talk to random people and have a good time. And I was like, hey, man, I'm going to walk around and I'll come back. And so I walked, and one of the first bars that I come across had a Batman symbol on it. It was a nerd bar.
oh shit.
So I'm like, this is me. I got
That's
this. I got this. So I walk in. These guys are playing Jenga. And I said, hey, guys, y'all speak English? Y'all mind if I join, hang out a little bit? We ended up partying until like 3 a.m.
Oh,
I still
hell
hit them
yeah,
up
dude.
sometimes,
That's
you know?
awesome, man.
It was a good time. And finally, my friend joined us, and we went out. And this is what I was talking about with the using an accent. He's Spanish, and we were in Italy, and he was trying to speak Spanish to these Italians, but he was using an Italian accent on his Spanish.
Oh my god.
And at one point, a girl came up to me and was like, can you, I can't do an Italian accent, but she was like, can you please tell him to stop speaking Spanish to us? We understand English.
Dude, that's so funny. Oh man, he's like inventing a new language.
He was inventing a new, like, douchey language. Like,
The most ignorant language in
he
Europe.
should have been vaping at the same time. Como estás?
I fucking love Paris, man. Paris is so sick.
Oui, oui. Si, no, oui.
Oh man, who do you think the first comedian to show up at the mic will be? Who's the
Probably.
earliest? I, feel like
I want to
Patrick
say if
Sermon comes-
Patrick Sermon's supposed to be here, we're gonna write a little bit,
Yeah.
and I want to talk to you. We can talk about the skit I want to do. I want to do a skit where it's a guy and he's like prior service, but he doesn't like to talk about being prior service, but everything he does is like a prior service thing. So I got some glasses from Basic, the shooting glasses that are full protection and stuff. I'm going to just put those on. I got like one of my old military bags. I was like, hey, can I put this somewhere?
Hell yeah.
And I was thinking, hey, anybody else here divorced? Just say shit like that.
Fire.
So then you be like in the background or something, just like so it looks like I'm in a group talking to people. And you can even ask me like, hey man, are you prior service or whatever? And then that could start out the skit. But if you have anything that you think of prior service, like, what do you think?
Oh fuck, I think of Punisher.
Punisher? Okay, yeah, yes, okay.
Dude, you have a fucking. You're already in a Jeep. You could use that.
Yeah.
Don't tread on me, Snake. That's
perfect.
We could start. You could pull up. And pull up with that logo. And get out.
Or maybe I'm leaving. Like, hey guys, see you later, and then I get into that thing.